Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. We are here on day 179, part 2 of our broadcast. And we had a little bit of a crash, which, happens to us more often than not on this broadcast. Stormy seems to be done with a little bit of eating right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start to pick him up, give him a few little pets. Hold on, let me just go grab him. There we go, my lad. Here we go. I know you want to get up to the camera. Let's put up the camera just a little bit here. Let them see ya. There you go, my little lad. I know. Oh, dear. Ultimate side quest. I did used to stream games at one point, a few times. Oh, Miss Braveheart, you want to come up as well? There you go. 2 chickens on my lap. Oh my, and hello there, Memento Mori. Oh, I think our little Stormy is going to jump down. There he goes. So we have an ayam cemeni, we have a silkie, and we have our onagadori in the corner, who is laying her egg. Yeah, my little Braveheart, yeah. My little lovely hen. Her feathers are looking so nice today. She's been keeping them up. There you go, Braveheart. She is very much a little sweetheart. She does like to just kind of jump up onto my lap and then just get a few little gentle pets. There we go. Yeah. How are you doing today, Braveheart? Good. Let me adjust the camera here a little. I know, because you're standing so tall today. Ooh, lots of yummy food. Oh, dear. Oh, and Stormy's talking up a storm over there. Oh, she's settling down. What, you want to go the other way? That's fine as well. You could show your butt to the camera. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And yep, that's a whole bunch of chicken butt right there, I'll tell you what. There you go, girl. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Lots of just wiping off her beak on my jeans. The chickens are now 179 days old. Braveheart is our biggest little chicken here as she turns into a little bird blob here on my knee. She's just kind of looking up at me. She's just feeling nice, just settling down. Oh, she's looking at me for a pet. So I'll give her a little pet here. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Chickens can be quite sensitive little creatures. So you want to have them in a nice sort of quiet environment where they can relax, where they can be themselves. These chickens are probably some of the most well-documented little chickens on the internet. At any point, you can just go back on all of the different days that we have streamed, and you can just watch them grow up right before your eyes. Oh, it sounds like Kagome in the corner is proceeding with her laying right now. I know we don't have too many viewers at the moment, so I want to give you guys. Ooh. So I want to give you guys a little bit of an option here. Do you want me to continue on with this regular broadcast, or do you want me to switch and just put down the camera so you can watch Miss Kagome have her egg today? I can do that. So I'll just, in that case, I could put the my phone down on its little stand and just have it centered on Kagome, so you can just watch her kind of have her egg. Mr. Stormy's having a conversation with Kagome. Oh dear, Mr. Stormy. Oh dear. Oh, and Memento Mori says Kagome. Hamsomi 3 says Kagome. Oh. And Braveheart's checking out Kagome as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set up the camera to focus on our Kagome laying an egg. Fun fact, on this stream, we actually did capture Kagome having her first ever egg. So I will... Sorry, Miss Kagome. I will set up the camera and we will see if we can capture this moment. So here's Kagome, right underneath the little food table where we can see the sort of organic pellets there. And we will go ahead and we will watch to see when the sort of moment happens, when she lays her egg. So I will step back. I will let our little chickens kind of chill out, though they have been chilling out already. And we will see Kagome hatching an egg. So I'll put a little message up here. And yes, she is on a cat bed. She does find it quite comfortable there. This is like where she has laid her past 4 eggs or so. And it's where she feels more comfortable. Occasionally, while we watch, we'll probably see Braveheart come over to see how she's doing. Maybe occasionally we might see a naughty Stormy try to mate with her, which is not the right time to do it, mister. You have to give her some space. Because she's having her special time right now. She is. There you go, my little man. I'm just giving Stormy a little hug right now. Giving him some attention after Kagome is getting hers. Braveheart's wandering over to see how Miss Kagome is doing. There she is. Oh, and they're talking to each other. Oh, Miss Kagome, it's okay. It's okay. It's just another eggie. Just another little eggie. All right, we're going to give Kagome a little bit of private time. Do you want to be on the ground? I'll put you on the ground there, Stormy. Hold on. All right, Stormy's back on the ground. And I'm just going to wander up upstairs and I'll watch from my laptop here. Yes, Braveheart has actually wandered over to Kagome a couple of times to see how she's going. From the look of things right now, we probably have maybe half an hour until it happens. I just want to give her some space while she lays her egg. Just make it nice and comfy for her. So I will be back. Good job, Miss Kagome. there we go. Good job, Miss Kagome. Looks like we got an egg on our hands. Nope. Very warm. Fresh out the Kagome butt. Oh dear. Oh. Well, there we go. Whoop. There was me on stereo. Very nice egg there, Miss Kagome. And she's a hungry girl right now. And here's the egg. Lovely and, well, presumably fertilized, just like the last one. I'll put it over here for now. We're not ready for the chickens to have their little chicks at the moment, however. Because we're right here, it's winter time. And if we let them hatch any chickens, that would happen in about 20 days or so. So we would basically have a chicken for New Year's. And we want to be able to raise the chickens. So once they're out of the brooding phase, which is, well, once they're out of the like little chick phase, which is like about 3 weeks in, we want them to be able to go outside. And they won't be able to do that in late January when it's really cold. So we want to wait until basically late February or early March to have our first little chicks. So there we go. Oh, and yes, 404, she just laid the egg. It's fresh and hot out the Kagome. And she is just really hungry right now. She is just kind of eating all of the food that Braveheart put on the little blanket here. But she had a nice, quiet little laying experience. Braveheart was watching out for her. And yeah, she did a very good job today. So presumably this is a fertilized egg, just like the last one. Stormy somehow, when we're not watching, has managed to figure out how to properly mate with the girls, and even Kagome has accepted his advances. So, I talked with Lauren, and we made the decision that we are going to be having our first little hybrid chickies when the end of February hits or the beginning of March. That way, any little chickies that we have will be able to enjoy the outside as well. And there's just a little bit of celebratory eating right now. Oh, Miss Kagome, you did a good job today, girl. You did a great job. I'm just a hungry girl right now. After all of that egg laying, that takes a lot of energy out of you. And you're searching for all your favorite little bits there. Cleaning up after yourself. And yes, we will probably still be using the eggs like we were using the unfertilized eggs. As long as a fertilized egg is not heated at all, as long as it doesn't reach a sustained temperature of around 89 degrees Fahrenheit for several days, that little spot of life won't develop on it. And it basically remains almost identical to an unfertilized egg. I mean, if we had any friends that were interested in, hatching their own chicken eggs, yeah, we would probably give some of them to our friends. But we don't have any friends at the moment who are interested in hatching chickens. So we'll probably just be using the eggs for, just like food purposes, I guess. because we don't want to really turn our little chickens into like a business or something, and to be selling their eggs as like, you know, designer chicken eggs or something. I that's not something I really want to get into. I want them to, you know, just enjoy their lives. I want them to have a good time. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I could ever really consider if giving away eggs. Like if we knew someone that really wanted a chicken or something and that would be a responsible owner, then we might, you know, send them one of the eggs or give them one of the eggs as like a little present. And yeah, there are some people out there that do kind of specialize in breeding chickens and selling their eggs, depending on their breed and their parentage. And considering we do have some very unusual breeds here, you know, for some people, that is a way they make a living, but not us, really. I know Lauren's little sister wants her own chicken, but I'm not sure if you know, their house is equipped to have a bunch of chickens there. I'm not sure what their local laws and regulations are. And yes, Stormy could theoretically be the father of multiple generations. We can only have one rooster. If any of the little chickens we hatch in the future are roosters, we will have to rehome them. So we'll have to find nice new homes. We'll have to look at local chicken farms on their local backyard chicken owners for a good place for silky hybrids. And yes, Hampsamy 3, the spot of life. So when you get a fertilized chicken egg versus an unfertilized chicken egg, you can't tell the difference from just looking at the shell. In fact, let me show you now. So from the outside here, ooh, still warm, you can't see any sort of difference here. I bring it to the light, you can't see anything inside. But when we crack open this egg, like you would do if you were cooking it, on the yellow yolk, you would see a little tiny white spot on the yolk. And that is an indicator that it is fertilized. And that's what the spot of life is. And of course, we can give Stormy a little pet. There you go, my lad. There you go. Oh, and Kagome found one of her favorites there. That's a dried cranberry. Do you want me to break this up for you, Miss Kagome? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to put this down for just a second. I'm going to break open this cranberry for her. And now Braveheart loves these dried cranberries, so I'm going to have to be very careful about giving it to Miss Kagome instead of Braveheart, who is desperately trying to get up to Dad to get some of these. So Miss Kagome, quick, 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 quick. Quick, there you go. Quick, 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 before Braveheart. Oh, there's Braveheart. There you go. Good job, Miss Kagome. Oh, yes, Stormy's bath did a lot for him. He's definitely looking a lot more dapper today. His feet had gotten pretty messy, and we did get a lot of grime off of them. I was surprised how much actually came off his feet yesterday. So we might have to make the bath something of a monthly thing for Stormy, just so it doesn't build up. The girls have a lot easier time of it because, you know, their feet don't have any feathers on them. So it's a lot less to, you know, pick stuff up. And Braveheart's trying to look for any more dried cranberries I might have dropped. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Stormy, I don't think she wants to mate right now. I think she's too busy eating. Our little man always has mating on the mind these days. Well, I guess that's why we had those fertilized eggs. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, guys. Well, we had a good few moments today. We got to see Miss Kagome lay another egg. We got to hang out with all of our little chickens here. Got to see how they're doing. Got to cuddle with them. Yeah, my little ones, yeah. And a hobby horse. Thank you for the Hugs Award there. Much appreciated. Oh, so many happy little clucks there. And they do seem to prefer, at times, just kind of eating right off the carpet as opposed to from the feeder itself. I guess it gives them that more sort of free range quality. Oh, what's that, Miss Kagome? Oh my, you look like a fierce little lion there with a mane. Oh dear, oh dear. And say what? Chicken butt. And just imagine all of these little sounds, all of these little cries, just times 100 when their ancestors were just marching on the surface of the earth as dinosaurs. A lovely little flock of tiny little dinosaurs. Oh, and thank you, Squanch2169. I try to keep my voice kind of low and melodic for the chickens, because they can be quite sensitive little creatures to loud noises, to like sudden happenings. So we want them to just have a good time. Oh, a little beak full and then head back. Oh, Kagome chased you off there, Stormy. Quickly walking away, Mr. Fuzzy Butt. Hey there. Hey there, lovely. Yeah, you looking at the bottom of my shoe? You want to come here? There you go. Your tail feathers have gotten so long and lovely, my dear. Uh-oh, you have a Stormy right behind you. Be careful, Miss Kagome. He is a feisty one. Ali B88, Kagome did indeed lay her egg a few minutes ago. It was right on camera. I've already taken the liberty of picking it up. It is still even a little warm here. So I'll be bringing it upstairs because we're not yet ready for her to have a little chickie right now. We will be letting them lay their first egg probably late February, not lay, to start to hatch their first eggs late February, early March. And Monochrome Observer, thank you for the Wholesome Award. That is much appreciated. Yeah, because at the rate that they're laying eggs now, which we're getting on average about 8 to 10 eggs a week, we would be inundated with far too many silkie hybrids here on our property. We're only allowed up to 8 chickens. We are only going to go up by 2 more chickens next time. So we need to do a little bit of family planning when it comes to expansion of our little flock here. But that's all right. The fertilized eggs don't grow at all unless they are exposed to heat. Oh, there you go, lovely. Oh, Braveheart. I know, you're trying to defend Miss Kagome. I wasn't trying to mate with her. I'm not a Mr. Stormy. I'm Mr. Dad. Yeah. I'm just saying hi. Just saying hi. We haven't seen any difference in taste between we haven't seen any difference in taste for fertilized or unfertilized eggs when we did find those two fertilized eggs. Braveheart and Kagome's eggs, well, both of them are better than store-bought eggs, definitely, by quite a bit. There's sort of almost a oddly creamy characteristic that I've never really tasted in eggs before. Braveheart's eggs tend to be a bit bigger. Their diets are very similar to each other's, so I think that's why they taste pretty much the same, both Braveheart and Kagome's eggs, to each other. Oh, and Polarity, I did check out the Animaniacs reboot, and I did largely enjoy it. The only thing I wasn't a fan of for the Animaniacs reboot was the fact that they didn't bring back the majority of the side characters. That was a little bit of a strange decision. Oh, hello, little chickens. All of you just coming to see Dad. Hello there, Stormy. Just checking out Dad's shoe there. All right. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hey, my lovelies. Such good little chickens. Just looking at Dad's shoe right now. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, Miss Braveheart. You're all having a conversation about Dad's shoe. Oh, my. Such a lovely day being surrounded by little chickens. Yeah? Oh, my. So much chatter. And Greek Freak forever. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying today's broadcast. Hey, Mr. Stormy. Hey. Hanging out with the girls here. Just checking out Dad's shoes. Oh, yeah? Such a fan of shoes. Oh, my. You picked this up for Mom, didn't you? And you're going on her shoes. Oh, dear. Lots of little packs. Oh, Stormy. Being a fresh little boy there. Hello there, Braveheart. Coming in for a cuddle? Coming in for a cuddle. There you go. More are, you want chickens? What tips would you give for beginners? So the first tip I would give is to look up your local laws and regulations. In most countries, in most states, and in fact, most towns and cities, there are regulations for how many chickens you can have on certain properties. Depending on how much land you are on, depending on whether you are in an apartment or a house. For example, in our area, for our size of a property, we are allowed up to 8 chickens. We are allowed up to 1 rooster, and their coop needs to be a minimum of, I believe, 40 feet away from our property line. So all of those things are true. We only have 3 chickens, 2 hens, and 1 rooster. So it's worth first looking up to see if you can legally have the chickens in the first place. Once you do that, I recommend for any chicken owner to have a minimum of 3 chickens. If you just get 1 chicken, you are setting yourself up for disaster. Chickens are very social creatures. They need a lot of companionship because a lonely chicken can become a sick chicken, and a sick chicken is not a happy chicken. if you just have one chicken, they will see you as their human owner, as their only other member of their flock. And whenever you go to work, whenever you go out to the store, they will feel very lonely. They will feel a bit freaked out, and they'll get a lot of separation anxiety. But if they have their own little flock, like you see here with our 3 chickens, they will always have company, and they won't feel lonely. As a result, depending on the age of the chickens that you are getting, you might end up with a rooster or 2, because it is very difficult before they are 3 months old to tell whether or not they are roosters or hens. If you have multiple roosters in a very small flock, they can begin to fight, so you might have to rehome some of your chickens. You can get a blood test done if you want to tell what your chicken's gender is early. Or you can also purchase chickens that are fully grown. The advantage of us having these chickens for when they were just hatched is the fact we were able to hand raise them, and they became really so bonded to us. They got so used to us, they incorporated us into their flock, and we really developed that relationship. So it might be a bit harder if you get a full-grown hen or something. Not impossible, but you know, they might be a little bit more wild. So I hope that's some good first-time advice. You also should make sure that you have all of their supplies before you get them, whether that be their brooder, whether that be the heat lamps that you might need if you get them very young, their water dish, their food, have their coop set up. So there's just a lot of prep work. Once they are a bit older, they could be a lot more independent. Our chickens can spend a good portion of the day just kind of entertaining themselves. And polarity, I see your question there. I don't quite know how the film industry works as far as casting goes, but I'd like to assume they weren't able to acquire all the original actors to reprise their roles, and thus opted not to bring back more of the old side characters. So, I mean, there are some actors out there that haven't been working due to the COVID pandemic, and there have been others who have been eagerly wanting to come back. They do lots of COVID testing on sets these days. If you're working on the set, you are most likely getting a quick COVID test every day, and you are getting a PCR test, which is the more in-depth test, every 72 hours. Well, it depends on the set. Some sets have you wear N95 masks, others have you just wear masks. So there's lots of different protections you can wear. Some sets have us wear face shields, others do not. So it's all kind of a mix there. And for those of you just tuning in, over here in brown and gold, we have our onagadori hen named Kagome. We have our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart here, and then our silky rooster Stormy. So for the film industry, we're doing all of these tests for ourselves. We go to to do the quick tests before we check in the morning. The results of those can take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour after they're done. Before you go to work, within 72 hours, you take the deeper test, the PCR test. Then when you're on work, usually it's divided into sections, yellow zones and red zones. Depending on, if you're a background actor, if you're just a member of the crew, if you're a member of the catering staff. So it's all just different levels. We all have to take these different precautions to be able to make more of this content for everyone. Oh my, Mr. Stormy, you went too far. Did you come to Daddy to have him save you? Oh dear, Daddy will save you, but you need to be nicer, my little man. Bantam chickens can be quite lovely. We have some pretty small chickens here in our flock. Our biggest little chicken is going to be Braveheart, who's going to be anywhere from 5 to 6 pounds. Kagome currently is actually our smallest chicken. Stormy is a bit ahead of her at the moment and is now staying out of her way. She is our little alpha chicken of our flock. She laid an egg a little bit earlier on this stream, which was quite nice. I know that there are now some difficulties to rewind on these videos, but we do upload all of these streams to our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, so you can always see there any moments that you might have missed. Yes, my little Stormy, yes, I know. And there are a couple of things that I should probably start to get to at the moment. And yes, this is Stormy right there making that noise. He is such a clean little guy now. He had a lovely bath time yesterday, so his fuzzy little trousers look quite impeccable today. Yes, you do, my little man. You look so dapper. Yes, such a lovely little chicken. Oh my, Mr. Stormy, oh my, what was that? The girls are just eating. You do look like a lovely boy, and that was a lovely tail wag there. And the chickens are just kind of having a nice meal together. Everything is nice, everything is calm, as it should be down here. The two girls eating, our little boy kind of chiming in, ooh, and Miss Kagome just telling him to back off there. Did you say a naughty word there, Stormy? Did you? Oh dear. I don't think Miss Kagome approved. Oh, you're trying to stay out of her way. He tried to mate with her a little while ago, and she did not like that. You have to listen to her timetable there, Mr. Fuzzybutt. Yeah. You got such the little cottontail butt going on there, Stormy. Your trousers are just so incredibly fluffy. You are. In fact, my little Stormy, come here. There we go, my little chicken boy. You are so incredibly fluffy. So soft. Now, I think we're going to have to give you a little bit of a haircut soon. I could see a couple little strands there, kind of hitting your eye. And we want to make sure that there's no scratching going on there. We want you to be nice and comfy. We do. We don't want you to be irritated. We want you to see everything nice and clear. And that makes you a happier little boy. It does. Okay. Ooh, Stormy. Hold on. Oops. You almost stepped on Miss Kagome's egg. Yeah, that's an egg there. In fact, that's kind of your egg as well. Because that is fertilized by you. Uh-oh. It's a jump from Stormy. Stormy from above. Oh dear. All right, well, good job today, guys. It has been quite the lovely day of broadcasting. So we gotta bring Miss Kagome's egg up. That was a good job today. And we will be back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our regular broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Today has been awesome. And if you like this content, feel free to check out our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. We have links to our Instagram on my profile. Thank you to our Patreons, Gamers Playing, Memento Mori, Lucidity, Xanthe, February Monster, and Sushi de Carne for your continued support. And thank you all for tuning in, for chatting with us, and just having a lovely time. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So to all of you out there, have lovely days, and we'll see you all again soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.